much as a non-believer out here. There's a timing that they're building up to, that the Lord's going to bring them in, and the right person's going to approach them, and they're going to get saved. Well, there's a timing issue also for the believer that may be making mistakes, and many of them most of them don't even realize they're doing it. It's just become a normal activity, and they don't even realize that they're in the midst of it. Don't even realize that they're in the midst of the problem and the situation that's going on in their life. And there's some, older Christians that you could tell them that they're a baby, like you're saying, and they'd laugh at you. Say, boy, I've been this 40 years. How long have you been there? And, all you can do is just ask the Lord to help them and help them to come through it. But, there is a timing issue. Wouldn't have been the right time.
What if it's just like destruction? It keeps on going downhill. Like, let's say it's just in a house, and it just keeps on destroying like that. This family. Would you bring that to their attention, or just let them keep on doing what they're doing?
In your own family, you're talking about?
No, I'm just saying any family.
If it keeps on destroying them,
yeah.
What they're doing is destroying evidence.
I would try to reach out to them. If they're causing destruction, I'd try to reach out to them and say, I would like to help you. And maybe not bring it up right off the bat. You may say, I would start out a conversation saying, I would really like to help you if you'd let me. Can I help you? And if not, then that's okay. But I would really like to help you. And I think that the Lord has showed me something to help you. And, maybe start that conversation. I've learned a lot of conversations. It's easier to open up with questions. I'm telling you, it is. It's easier when you want to talk to someone about a situation. It's easier a lot of times to come to them and say, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And then when they answer, well, then what do you think about this? And then it just keeps leading until where you can get to where you're going. But I have found out through the ministry that a lot of times, even in your case, Bridget, a lot of times if you want to try to help somebody, you can test the waters with questions and never even bring up, you may have a busybody over here. And before you even get that and you see it and they are, or they're causing chaos and all these problems, and before you can even get there, you can test the waters with a question. And then you can test. But you can test the water.
Okay, lessons about living in myself. Okay. I know I'm a person who gets frustrated. So, if I can, see it, right in front of my face, you know what I'm saying? Like right there's, a big issue, and we went around this tree and went around this tree. Don't you recognize the tree? It's kind of like what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And even if she brings it to them, what if they don't still work?
And then what if it's like?
Yeah. They just go off.
What tree?
That's why I'm saying a timing issue. And then, but seriously, I'm telling you right now, I know of ministers that husband and wife in church split up, husband and wife in church, got married, and are ministering right now. How can you not see that tree? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How can you not see that tree? I mean, the Bible is as clear can be about that, but they go on and on and on and on. So that's why I'm saying that everybody can't see what some of us can see. And maybe JR can see something in me that may be a tree to him, but to me, I'm like, JR, I really don't see it. Help me see it. I don't.
What if they don't want to fix it?
Well, then there ain't nothing you can do.
Okay, what are you supposed to do then? Because are you supposed to sit?
And argue back, or you just let
No, you never argue. You know.
But do you let them trample over you, or what exactly?
Well, I guess I don't know the whole situation.
Probably benefit from with that is maybe try to start an input question with them. Try to question them and see if that will get you a...
I'm telling you, that's the best way I've seen to lead in to trying to help somebody, is starting out with a question.
What if it keeps on going?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say
What if
you've
you
had
go
it,
around and around and around?
yeah, like, let's say you have an issue, or even if you got to the point, like you have an issue, got to the point, they said they'll fix it, then they don't fix it, brings it again, they say they'll fix it again, doesn't fix it, and it's just an ongoing.
It's like you can
And
see
every
it,
day
and
it's
then it's like being sucked back into the same
Yeah.
thing again.
It's like you bring it
Like all
out,
of
it's
a
getting
sudden,
sucked
like,
back in.
like somebody wakes up and says,
They're saying they
okay, I
but
see
they
it.
don't
I see it now.
Then
then all of a
they
sudden-
really don't see it. And
Right
it's
back
just-
around, and then they're
yeah.
like, what?
They don't see
Don't
it.
see it.
They never seen it the first
They're
time.
saying first.
They probably just told you they see it.
Like,
Either that or they got sucked.
I can't see it on
Either that or they got sucked.
Shane, calm down.
Either that or they got sucked right back in. And you know, and it's easy. That's why I said.
Some may be so overwhelming that they can't maybe do it on their own. Are they saved? If they're saved, it might help a little bit, but if they're not saved, then maybe, they can't.
I mean, even if they seek professional help, they'll say, okay, I'll fix it, and then they don't fix it.
They're going to be. They walked away from the man. They don't think they're going to walk away from you and me. They walked away from the man. They walked away from him. That's why I said, all we can do is do what we can and reach, and then we may not be the right one. Sometimes we're not the right one to help somebody.
That may be really, to people, do they see it?
No, a drug addict ain't going to get help with drugs until they realize they need help. They're not. And it's the same with anything that we don't line up in truth with. Until we truly see.
She could try your question again. You can give her some questions and let her try.
Well, I just have to know the situation. I don't have to know everything, but if I can give some questions that you can
Let's
start.
say it's a marriage, and I don't know, let's say the husband doesn't want to cooperate. Says they'll fix it again, and just like that. And then the wife keeps going back and forth and just tolerating and tolerating and tolerating. What do you do? Honestly, what do you do?
Cry out to Jesus.
I mean, seriously, if it keeps on going, it leads to abuse, of mental abuse, physical abuse, what do you do? And do you break away? Do you try to stay and fix it?
That's something you'd have to really seek the Lord about. I don't think nobody needs to be abused. I don't think nobody needs to be abused in any way, shape, or form, but it happens every day. And I know that there's many people that says they want to fix it.
Physical abuse. You can see physical abuse.
Mental abuse you cannot see.
When somebody punches you in the nose, you notice that, hey, that person's been punched in the nose. But when you got mental abuse, people don't know. If it keeps on packing, eventually you're going to go crazy.
Somebody's gonna blow.
Somebody's going to blow, yeah. And you're just going to take it out on somebody that you don't even need to take it out on.